After a short, interesting, grim nightmare, Varsha wakes with a start in the residence rooms here in the Flare Ice Academy. What do you do, Varsha? Sweat is misting on your brow.
I immediately would like to check on Sykes. I think I immediately just leap out of bed.
Okay. You make your way out of bed. You make your way down the hall to where Brother Sykes usually stays. Make me an investigation.
Does it seem like anybody else is awake? Or is it like dead of night?
There are a couple candles lit. You could hear the floor creaking as if someone is nearby and awake. But as far as anyone that you see, no. Not out of the ordinary.
12 on the investigation. Okay.
So a 12. With a 12, the door is unlocked to Brother Sykes' room. You open it up.
Brother? Is he there?
He's not there.
God damn it. Does it look like his bed is disturbed? Like he was there? And then got up?
I think it is made in the best of his ability.
Okay. Maybe he's still in the tower. Okay, whose rooms are near mine?
For the sake of ease, everyone's is near yours.
Great. I will go to the first door and I knock on it.
Or, who is it?
Let's make it random, because that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Who's one on the character sheet list? I cannot see them. Never mind. It'll be Smith.
Okay.
He's the first one on the list.
Sure.
Roll 20.
You knock on the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry to wake you. Can I talk to you for a second? Hey.
Yeah, what's up? Everybody all right?
I think so. I hope so. I'd like to check on Sykes. It might be a similar situation to what happened with Tenno. I'm not entirely sure yet.
Okay. All right.
Wait a minute, Smith. Where did the rest of my day go?
What?
I was with Sykes. I was looking through the telescope thing.
Matazar.
And now I'm waking up from bed?
You're with Matazar in the beginning of the dream.
Right. Oh my God. But I was looking, but that wasn't a dream, right? That was me actually going to go visit him, or do I not know the difference?
Session, yeah.
Okay.
Make me an insight.
All right. 15.
I think as you're chatting and talking, I think it's coming to your realization in your consciousness that there's a good chance that the beginning of that
Conversation wasn't even real.
conversation probably was also a part of this vision or this
Okay.
dream.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sorry, it was very real. The dream was very real, and I thought that I went to go visit the headmaster or the grandmaster, and I guess I didn't. Maybe I did. I can't tell. I really can't tell, but it was really fucked up, Smith. It was like she was right there, but she couldn't see me yet.
Okay,
She was putting on a show for me. The queen. The queen.
And you're okay?
Yeah, yes, I think so.
Did you fight her?
No, it was so fucked up. She had a baby, put the baby on the throne, and then it grew into this horrific creature, monster thing. And I tried to fight that. I thought it was the God King.
Okay, you fought a baby?
It grew into something else. Its ribs popped out of its skin, and then it started changing and growing into this armor, and then its guts were spilling out.
Okay, and you're worried about who now?
Sykes. We have to go back and check on him.
Okay.
I followed her. She was there originally, but she couldn't see me. And at first I thought I would just, fight her. But then I followed her through a library, and Sykes was there, splayed open. His skin was off, but his eyes were open. He was hanging on hooks, Smith.
Okay. Are you okay? You're not hurt or anything anywhere?
No, I don't think so. Can we please just go check on Sykes?
Okay. All right. Let's go.
And I will head immediately in that direction.
Sure. You make your way toward the outside of this rocky spire. Of course, the wings of the different arcane schools are dancing above in this random pattern as they glide. The dais is in front of you, where the word to summon the wing of which you would like to go to would be uttered.
I think as I'm walking, my armor is sort of appearing plate by plate. It starts to, as I'm taking each step, another piece readies itself. And I say, do you think he's still in the tower?
Yeah, he has to be. I checked his room already, and the bed is half made.
Okay. All right. I'll go first. And I'm going to head, I guess, the same way that we headed to the tower last time.
Yeah. Still, as you are on this rocky cliffside, this dais here, as if this central spire was not there, this large rocky outcropping, there is a small dais just above on this cliffside that, when uttered, the wing of another one of these spires would come down and attach itself toward this spire, and you would enter. Of course, the void magic one, or the one that Brother Sykes showed you earlier, the overgrown one, is floating around as well, but still waiting to be called down.
Yeah, we were present when Brother Sykes did it last time. Was there some sort of verbal...
There was.
Command?
There was. Go ahead and roll me a history check with advantage.
13.
You may also try as well, Varsha.
I don't think I would have advantage.
Okay.
I think I'm freaking out a little bit.
Okay.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry.
6.
Okay. You rattle your brain with a 13. Smith, you remember a word? It sounds a lot like the one that would call a different spire, but you're pretty sure you know it.
I don't remember. I don't remember the word. Do you remember the word?
Yeah. It sounded like one of the other ones used for one of the other spires. I think that it was...
It's kind of important, Smith.
I know it doesn't help when you are pressuring me.
Mm-hmm. What if it's another Tenno situation? What if she managed to grab him and take him
Okay,
while
well,
he
we're
was
going
sleeping?
to check on him, but again, pressuring me to remember, not the best way to make me do this any faster.
I'm not pressuring you to remember. I'm just also trying not to freak out.
Something like, opus, an entropus.
So as you say, opus and tropus. A spire starts to then glide its way down, and I believe for a moment you realize that the one that is moving, and they all shift as they do, much like a sort of like a random mobile sometimes, as they sort of orbit and dance around one another. They all shift, but as they do, you're waiting for the one in the distance to make its way toward the spire, but it doesn't. A separate lands. And it seems...
I'm gonna run back. I gotta get Jet. He'll remember.
Okay.
He'll remember the word.
All right, so you
I don't say anything, but I'm sure
disappear
Smith
down,
knows
like-
exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah, you disappear
and I'm-
down the stone stairs that go down.
Said,
into-
I'll keep trying.
Yeah.
All right.
How was it?
So as you leave Varsha and you make your way downstairs,
Yes.
and you go find Jen. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm banging on his door. Jet. Sorry to wake you up, but I need your help.
What's wrong?
I need your help.
With what?
I can't. Can you come to the door? I don't want to share.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember something, and I'm hoping you remember it.
Remember what?
Do you remember the word for the tower? Where Sykes is?
Oh, Sykes' Tower.
Yeah.
No. I need to think. DM, could I roll
Of course you
to
can.
know what the
Of course you can. History with advantage.
history with advantage? Okay. Alright, because Maya knows, but you woke Jet up. He's sleeping. He's trying
Yep.
to get his experimental potions for the day. And this is what do you call it now? Anyway, with the 13, I'm not sure if I know. Do I know?
You mentioned the same... I think you do have a word, but it's not the same word. You come up with opus and tropus?
Opus. Entropus? Something like that.
I think that I'm pretty sure that's what Smith used, and it didn't work. Okay, look, everything is probably fine, hopefully fine, but it's
Are you okay?
possible that there could be another Tenno situation, but with Sykes. I had a dream, and I saw the queen, and I followed her, and some really fucked up shit happened, but Sykes was there, and he was splayed open. His skin was peeled apart, and he was hanging on these hooks, and I just want to check on him and make sure it's not another situation like with Tenno.
And with
But I
that,
can't remember the...
we swap back
What?
over to Smith. As
Okay.
you are sort of panicking here with Jet.
That's a lot, but okay. Just calm down, Miss Varsha. Alright, so Opus.
Smith, in front of you is this dais, of course, locking is this spire, this wing. It is a familiar wing. The Grand Master usually resides and does a lot of his work here. It is late, but it's not out of the ordinary for the Grand Master to be working. That being said, the door opens in front and lowering down onto the dais where you are standing. Up ahead is Matazar. Everything all right?
No, not really.
Oh?
Have you seen Brother Sykes?
No, I have not. I assume he was resting with all of you.
We did the same. However, there is a certain problem that we might be encountering, and we believe that Brother Sykes is in the Void Tower at the moment.
The Void Tower?
Yeah. You know how to get over there? I can't remember the passphrase.
Of course I do. Stand back.
And starts to then unlock the wing of this spire. Unlocks, and then a phrase of void speech is butchered by Matazar as the spires dance one more time in front, and then in the distance comes this overgrown one that finds its way and locks and docks in with this cliffside and this cliffside dais. Behind are the stone stairs that go down where Varsha just fled to. Varsha, back with you and Jet. You just hear a shuddering as it sounds like another wing may have dislodged, and then moments later, another docking of stone.
Okay. Get Ty. And I immediately run back up the stairs.
Okay. Okay. I shuffle up to Ty's door. And I go, Mr. Ty! Mr. Ty!
What?
Emergency or something. Varsha wants us to go to the tower, the Void Tower. She says that Brother Sykes, he might be in trouble. Like it might be a similar situation to that one time where we lost. Sorry, I'm so groggy. Emergency, but she can't get into the Void Tower. She wants to go there, but before I could even offer, she ran away. But I could have just given her some flight potions.
All right. Come on in.
Okay. All right. Let's go. So, lead the way. It's dark. I don't... sorry, I will lead the way. This way. Follow me.
You make your way toward the top, toward this dais. In front, this overgrown spire, reminding you of the Void Spire.
Okay.
On the dais now is Varsha, Smith, and also Matazar. He's got that that gilded pearled skull cap, these goggles, as well as this fine, resplendent white silk robes with also this gold trim, and a large staff as he sort of turns and looks at you.
Oh, hello, morning. I see you needed to get to the tower.
Yes.
You're certain?
Did I? Didn't I come to see you
When?
this afternoon for tea, and then you showed me some sort of device to look through, or was that not real? Was I dreaming?
We spoke of the opus, yes? But you've never looked through any device, no?
I didn't look through it?
No.
But
Is everything all right?
No, I'm sorry. I'm so confused. I went to see you.
Yes?
I went to see you for tea, and then you told me about the opus, and then you showed me the opus, and then I looked through it, and then I was somewhere else. and the queen was there, and she couldn't see me, and I followed her into the castle, and Sykes was there, and she had a baby, and it turned into some sort of armor monster.
Oh, fuck, not another one of them.
It felt really real.
Is the
Did you
dais down for the void tower right now?
You guys just light is locked and docked.
I'm just walking on up.
Okay, because I could have just given you. Forget about it. I put the cloudy potion back in my pocket.
As you all make your way over to the door opens. There's still this conversation as Matazar explains that he does remember talking to you, but he doesn't remember showing you some sort of device at all.
Then what happened? Did I just get up and walk away?
We finished the tea, and then you disappeared for rest.
I disappeared, as in I got up and I left.
Yes,
Did I
yes,
say
yes.
anything to you?
We spoke for several hours about the opus and its glory, and you spoke to me about your troubles with these various the voices that you've been hearing with the god and such.
Hey, what?
Wow.
I don't know what else you want. But we should move.
As he starts to then move toward the door here. As he makes his way into this large, the door falls down, or this large door drawbridge sort of style falls down. And as it does, you all see this empty room. Plus also Sykes, who seems to be walking around and sort of dusting and taking some notes, it seems, but sort of feeling through the wrinkles of a page, and then looks over toward you all, or at least looks into the air and then listens for footsteps, because he is blind, and seemingly so, as he then seems to listen for you all and then turn and look in your direction and says,
"Oh, I didn't expect you to be here and find me."
You're all right?
I'm fine, yes. Why?
I think I'm stuck. Can you wake me up? I think I'm stuck in that thing again.
What do you mean?
The same thing from last time, where I kept repeating over and over and over again, and I don't remember going to sleep, and I don't really remember waking up. I remember waking up, but everything's weird, and I cannot do this again. Can you wake me up, please? Can you help me?
Yes, I can. It's very simple. And, when you, on the count of 3, let's just open our eyes. 1, 2, 3.
"Morning."
Don't you? Oh my fucking god! Oh my god. I think I'm stuck still though, because this happened to me last time.
That's
She
fair.
fucked with my dream. Hi? And I actually thought that was weird that he didn't immediately come into the room, because I think he would know if it were real.
Mm-hmm.
He feels what I feel, and he would know I'm panicked about something.
Ty, you wake up as well. With a start. It's morning, though. Around the time you usually wake, but for some reason, you're startled awake. And then you hear
In my
moments
hand
later,
is the dagger. I unconsciously have it in my hand.
and you also hear, "Hi," from the other room. In Varsha's voice.
I move full speed, rap on the door.
Am I? Come in. Am I? I think I'm stuck again. I might be stuck again in the repeating thing again, and I can't tell if I'm awake or if this is real or not. And it was really terrible. And I saw the queen, and she had a baby, and the baby turned into some horrific monster. And then the monster had its guts were hanging out, and then it grabbed me with its tentacle thing, and Sykes was cut open, and he was hanging from hooks.
Okay, now. All right, what did we
And
do last
then I
time?
woke up and then I took you guys to the tower to try to see if Sykes was okay, and he was okay. And then I asked him to help me wake up, and then he said, on 3, just open your eyes. And I did, and now here I am. But that happened last time too, so I can't tell if I'm awake or if I'm stuck. And I can't be stuck again.
What did we do last time?
We walked to the tower and forgot the password to get into the tower.
No. I mean, to wake you up last time with the fucking monster.
Oh,
The ghost thing.
I can't even remember.
Well, it was in your head,
I
so...
think Smith punched me. But that could have been the time that was real.
The real Smith? Or the... in the dream?
I think it was the real Smith.
Okay, how did you wake yourself up from the dream before you got punched by Smith?
I think I killed Tenno.
Alright. Did you kill the queen?
No.
Oh, fuck, you gotta kill the queen in the dream, that's like the whole thing.
But how do I do that if I'm... Do I have to go look through the thing again? I have to go look through the
You said she
opus?
had a baby or something, right? Did you kill the baby?
I tried. I thought the baby was the king. And I tried, and that's what turned into the monster with the guts.
Alright. So where was it? Yeah?
Where was what?
The dream. Where was you in the dream?
Yes, I went to have that conversation with the Grandmaster, and then he told me about this device, and he had me look through it, and then I was somewhere else. And it was dusty and gray, and it was the castle. I was right outside the castle. Yeah, and I saw her, and I followed her. She couldn't see me. But Sykes looked right at me. It was like
alright.
he could see me.
You think Sykes is, with them?
No. No.
Alright. Well, I mean, nothing going on here. No weird monster babies. No, danger. I think you're alright.
Give me an insight, Varsha, with advantage.
$23. Oh, for the love of God.
As Ty says, nothing going on here, you start to feel a sense of comfort.
Okay.
You start to then feel and identify yourself in this being the true reality.
Okay. Oh, this has happened before, however. Okay, Can we go check on Sykes then?
You think he's in trouble?
I don't know, but he was cut open. And I know that's what happened to Tenno last time. She came in and got him while he was sleeping.
Alright. Yeah, we can do that.
What's wrong with you? Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm alright. It's weird, this thing that we've got. Not used to feeling quite so, afraid. Sort of feel like I don't trust that I'm not awake right now. And I'm guessing that's you.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, we can
don't-
go and see Sykes.
I don't know how to tell if I'm awake.
Okay.
We could also go use the Opus again.
What the fuck's the Opus?
When I just woke up last time, I asked the Grandmaster, and he was very weird. I asked him if I finished using the Opus, and he said that I had just gotten up and walked away, that we talked about the device, but he never actually showed it to me. So there's a possibility I'm still stuck with my face on that fucking device, and I am still in transit.
Nah.
What do you mean?
I think you're awake.
Okay, yeah, but you said that last time, and you know what I mean? I want to
Right,
believe
well,
you, but...
Ever tell you about Morven?
What? No.
You sure?
I don't think so. Maybe.
Right, okay. Well, when I was a kid, there was this really massive bloke. He had probably the biggest arms I've ever seen on a bloke. Not the tallest. Really dark green skin.
Okay.
I think he had orc blood. Always smiling, never happy. One of them types. He taught me how to throw a punch. Taught me how to fight. You know, if I had no weapons on me and shit like that, right?
Right.
He went missing one day. Like that, gone. Fucking-peared. A little bit of me. Little bit of me wonders whether Lorcan did it.
Why?
Because they hated each other. Morven was like you. Hated the way the Entente did stuff. Always trying to think of different ways to get around stuff. Best fighter I've ever met, but hated fighting. I always wondered what happened to him. Now you go. Tell me a secret.
Okay,
Something I couldn't glean just from, the feeling. Something specific.
oh my god. A child. I wonder. Tenno has kids, you know that? Two boys, you know, right?
I know Trey.
Right. Okay, well, he has a daughter as well.
Never met her.
Right, well, I have. That is how Tenno and I met. I helped his daughter once.
Doing what?
Okay,
Give me details. Something there's no way I could know.
why? How will that help me realize I'm awake?
Well,
You could just be trying to get information from me while I'm sleeping.
yeah, that's true, I suppose. Fuck it then. What else can you do? I do know this much.
Okay.
The old man told me to kill the queen in the dream, attack her, so you break free of it. She's a hag, right?
Yeah.
Don't even think, just do. As soon as you see her, find something, a rock, a sword, bow.
Okay, but if I don't do it in time, she just takes me, right?
She ain't gonna do that though, is she?
Or what if I can't find her in time?
Of course you can. Why wouldn't you be able to?
Now I am feeling like this is a dream.
How the fuck are you ever gonna win any fight, Varsha, if you don't have any confidence in yourself?
I have plenty of confidence. I have overconfidence. That is a problem. I run in and I attack and I give 100%, maybe more than that, and that is a flaw.
Is it?
I think so, yes. I think that's
Why?
what I've learned in the last 3 months.
Did you work that out? We're all still alive? Got all our limbs?
Yeah. Luckily.
Or so you suggest that we go back and change some of that?
No.
What if
But
you
I'm
hadn't
saying-
given 110%?
Well, but I'm saying I can learn now. Just because it's worked a certain way up until a point doesn't mean I have to continue doing it if I feel like I learn better. Right?
It's at this point you hear a door nearby sort of rattle open as locks seem to be undone. The door creaks open. You see one eye open, sort of gleaming at, and like maybe keeping their eyes wet and keeping their dry eyes wet, probably from sleep, is Brother Sykes as he.
Oh my God.
Morning.
Good morning.
There's a couple of benefits of being blind. One of them being my hearing is heightened, but also the curse. I'm a light sleeper now.
You
Oh,
came
it
back
is
from the
lucky
tower?
You were blind, you know. What if someone was getting dressed?
Oh, well, keep going then. Sorry.
No.
I didn't know if you were doing something. But I...
Sykes, you have any weird dreams?
Not that I recall last night, no.
No, but you came back from the tower? Why did you
Yes.
come back from the tower? Why didn't you stay in the tower?
I didn't. I wanted to sleep. And I'm not supposed to be there.
Right. Okay.
Sykes, what do you know about hags?
Hags, like...
Nightmare hags.
Yeah, nightmare hags. I feel it's just the basics, really. They are in some sort of eternal war with devils or demons or something. They use souls as currency, trying to win.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, how'd you kill one?
No. Well, yes, I'm sure that will be relevant, but not right this second. What about
right.
a device that the Grandmaster might have? Some sort of telescope?
Well, yes, it uses has an artifact that can peer through planes, and
Okay.
so he could scry on things that are outside of this realm. Usually, scrying is done through the basics of scrying is done through the wind itself, where the wind can touch on one plane, but this device could peer through the ripples of planes and realities themselves to a specific time and place. That is
What is
matching
this
our
device called? Do you know? What does
I
he
think
call
he
it?
just calls it Scryglass, I believe.
Okay. And does he ever let anybody else use it?
No, not often. No, I've never seen. If he's much like an astrologist looking at the stars, in excitement they could say, "Yes, come here." But there's never been students who watch or look. I've peered through it a couple of times.
And what happened when you did that?
I would see various. I believe we were looking at the parade, the coronation of rule thing. It was fantastic. too bad it turned into the way it did, leading into the Crusades. But
Rolthane, of course, being the God King.
I just sit down for a second, and I think I'm just taking a couple deep breaths.
Did you have any strange dreams?
Yes, I did. And I can't.
It's all right. They were dreams, I assure you.
That's not always true, is it?
Right, but what is true is me saying that to comfort you. They're not always dreams. Wait, no, it was just a dream. Damn it. Now you got me in I've caught myself in I'm pretty tired.
I used the scryglass.
You did in the dream?
I think either in the dream or when I was awake. I don't remember going to sleep is the thing. I remember going to have a conversation with the Grandmaster and us talking about a lot of things. And then he showed me the scryglass and I used it, and then I was somewhere else. I was at Evervale.
You were presently in Evervale.
I was,
Your hands and fingers and toes and everything
everything was so real. Yes, and I hid behind a cart because I thought that the queen would be able to see me. And then I stood out in front to face her, and she looked right through me. She didn't see me at all. And so I just followed her.
Oh, fucking, that means she's got a real baby.
That's what I'm concerned. But
Fuck, not another one of them.
But no, it seemed weird. I was trying to figure out when I was as well, because it didn't feel like it was right this second. I thought maybe I was seeing the God King, and then I thought maybe it was all some sort of weird metaphor because, you know, she set him down. She said something to him. She said something like, you know, I'll be back for you, or, you know, this throne is yours or something. And then the baby broke apart. Its ribs popped open, and then this thing came out of it. It was like
and
armor.
How did you feel during this moment? No.
Terrified. Actually, I don't think I was scared. I think I was angry. I tried to fight it. I tried to fight him, and I lost violently.
At what point did you lose? For my theory, maybe that your dream must have been, if it was intercepted or waylaid by Her Majesty, then there is a very good chance that this series of events would have led to your demise.
Yes. And it would have killed me. I would have died by some weird thing, right?
Yes. That's what
right, like died in my sleep.
Yes, yes. The moment where the displaying of viscera and armor and ribs shatter open, and you were feeling dread, but you weren't quite sure. You then said you maybe felt rage.
Yeah, I thought it was the God King, and I thought if I could kill him early.
That was it. That was the moment. You were supposed to die then, if this is what it was. But you did not wake yourself up. You felt rage. So you pushed through whatever event that was going to kill you in that moment. Your rage kept you there.
What?
If you were to startle yourself awake, which was probably her intention, you would be staring at a knife's edge or a rock from the wing collapsing and caving in, whatever demise you would have.
She's trying to scare me into the point of waking up.
Precisely.
That would explain why I saw you there. You were in some sort of...
Didn't hurt you, did it?
God. Sorry, what?
I didn't harm you, did I?
No, you did try. You tried actually,
I
but you were
apologize.
dead. It's you were hanging on hooks. Your skin was separated. It was not great, and I'd prefer not to think about it
Maybe
now
don't
that
have
I've
to.
calmed down.
Well, I'm fine. I'm here. Just as bones and flesh, and I'm not hanging. So,
If she'd won the fight, what would have happened?
I don't know. I have never encountered nor heard of one who has.
Would it kill her?
I don't know.
Big Drusilla, the queen, would it kill her if you killed her in the dream?
There's a good chance, yes.
I tried to interact with her. I tried to lunge at her, fight her. She didn't see me, and I couldn't touch her.
From
It
what
was
we
weird.
know
She
here,
moved right through me.
From what we know here at the academy is merely just scholars' notes. We haven't defended the castle or had any sort of events with night hags before, or at least in my stint here. But
So I guess what I'm trying to understand is, first of all, am I in a similar situation like I was with Tenno, where I explain everything and then I find out I'm still sleeping? That's problem number one. And there's no real way for me to determine if that is what's happening, I don't think. Problem number two, I don't remember going to rest and lay down. So I might still be using the scryglass?
Yeah,
Did I
maybe you
ever
got
use
drunk.
this? Did I ever use the scryglass, or did I just dream it? And if so, how did I know? How did I know about the scryglass?
What's your AC?
In the dream to oh my god. Oh, wait, that heart rate. Holy shit, 17.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So what's your dexterity?
12, like my base dex is 12.
So you have a +1.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I think as you're explaining this, Brother Sykes reaches out to try to swipe at you, but it's a horrible miss. But you're able to, with your hand, just
Just like
sort of block it and stop it. Not
you
necessarily
doing?
dodge out of the way.
oh, so I'm trying to wake you up.
okay.
Is it?
We did this lots
this
last
working?
time as well. So okay, but here's what happened last time.
And he's still
People would
another
slap me
swipe
awake.
comes over, and then you
and
kinda
I'm
grab
just
it.
like,
yeah, and
well,
you're just sort of
people would
wrestling it for a
slap me
second.
awake, and then I would wake up, but then we would do the whole thing over again. So if we could not wake me up,
Very well. Very well.
because I might find something that I need to get out of here if I can manage to get far enough
Get
in
out of here.
this thing, if
Yes.
assuming I am even still dreaming or
Right,
whatever.
well, if you are still dreaming, then you're still dreaming and you can't do fuck all about it.
Yeah.
If you ain't, you should probably have some breakfast. Sykes is all right.
Get out of
Go
here.
and check on the others.
Get out of here. I have an idea.
And you see he sort of reaches out and just paws at your face for a moment, and then goes towards your hairline and plucks a
Okay.
piece of hair.
Ow!
You felt that?
Yes, but last time I did as well.
Oh. Well. Right. I'm trying. Varsha.
There's no way for me to differentiate. I think half the time I felt like I was still dreaming anyway.
Maddening.
Still stuck.
I'm going to go and get some food, all right?
Very well. I will as
Yeah.
well.
And I think in this awkward moment, Sykes follows you, Ty, as you go get food, and sort of leaves.
I'm not
Varsha.
actually going to get food, though. So I try and lose him in the
He
holes.
thinks you are, yeah. So he's just,
Oh.
and that's going to be pretty easy.
Okay.
Roll me a stealth with advantage.
This is going to be the one time I roll.
Yeah, roll a one.
On stealth. 27.
27, yeah, of course. So a couple of turns later, and I think you hear down the hall, Varsha. And then sort of fades out as there's probably you. I think you understand too, because of your bond with Ty, what just happened. That he just
Yeah.
mischievously snuck away from a blind man in the hallway.
What are you feeling right now, Ty?
A fearful determination.
Great. I don't know if that's me or you. Okay, cool. Thanks. I will knock on Smith's door again. But I'm not pounding this time. I'm just knocking. Smith, are you awake?
Yeah. Hang on.
Okay. And I'll lean over and knock on Jet's door as well.
Yes. Yes.
Sorry. Oh, just it's me. It's me. Everything's fine. Just a quick word.
Okay. All right.
What's going on?
I might be in the thing again. The
What?
the loop thing where I was dreaming and that whole thing. I could be. I can't tell if this is real or not, but we're going to continue as if it is.
Steno here? Or?
No. No. I used the Scryglass in the Grandmaster's study and went to another plane. Physically went there instead of just looking, which I just talked to Sykes and it seemed like that's all you should be doing when you use the Scryglass is just looking at something and observing. But I actually went there and
You don't know if you're asleep or not?
no, I can't tell.
I reach into my pockets and I pull out a vial. It's got pearly beads inside it, it looks like, that move around. I shake it up, and then I'm going to open it, and you're going to see a hand bubble out of it, and it's going to slap her in the face.
I actually just stand there and let him do it because I know he did this like 100 times over in the last time I was trapped.
You hear the pop of a bunch of air as it sort of slaps, and then, of course, that floating foam chunks just sort of disperse into the air and around the room as if someone just threw a ball of suds at you.
Okay, so you've done that before. You also did that 100 times over the last time this happened. I still feel pain, yes.
Oh.
But sometimes I just
sorry.
wake up and I'm still sleeping. No, it's okay. I think we should just proceed. We'll just proceed as if I am awake and until I'm not awake anymore or until I wake up again.
Okay.
I've got a better idea.
Okay.
What's your most powerful memory?
That is the second time someone has asked me something today in this dream state, and I've thought of the same event. And now I refuse to tell you about it because I feel like you're trying to get information out of me.
That's fine. Don't tell me what it is, Varsha.
Okay.
If this is a dream, it doesn't matter whose dream it is. If you're in it and you know what's going on, what I'm trying to say, I have a lot of nightmares. And one of the things that I've learned to do is to focus on one of my most powerful memories. And then realize that I have some semblance of control over what is happening to me. If you think about that memory, and you visualize it in some way, good or bad, it's so powerful that you might be able to control it because it's made such an impression on you.
When you came to get me, when we met, what were you doing before that?
When we first met?
Uh-huh. Tell me something I don't know about that day.
That's the day that I started writing in my book. That I started writing down the names.
Okay. Were you writing in the book before you came to the docks?
No. I was... thinking about killing Tenno. In the hopes that you might not be involved.
Wait, what?
If I killed Tenno, maybe there wouldn't be a need to get you involved.
I mean, are we talking about the same thing? Are you saying that the Sworn were watching me before you picked me up at the docks for the first time?
I was watching you.
Why?
Because, Varsha, I know.
I was careful. I hid it very well.
And I am who I am.
Are you saying that this was my inevitable path? That had I not done what I did at the docks, I still would have been picked up?
I don't know.
Well, I didn't know that.
In your previous dreams,
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been wrong before? Or woken up to what you think is reality and being proven wrong? Have you learned anything that was false before?
Yes.
Well, I know I am real. At least I feel real. I feel really tired.
It's okay. I think we should just go look for the Scryglass or continue with the plan, I guess.
Okay, and sorry, what is the plan exactly?
We're traveling, right?
Yes. Did we decide if we are going to that place or not? In the
I
north?
think we need to talk to Ty first.
Okay, because I've been packed for a while.
Yeah, I'm ready as well. But I think... Did you get any headway with working with Sykes? You guys were doing something, right?
I looked at me.
Advice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, Brother Madazar has agreed to give me more information as well?
I told him. I think I might know what's happening, maybe? Maybe it's not her. Maybe it's one of the other ones. Fuck. I'm gonna get my pack. Just gonna get my stuff. And I walk back to my room really quickly to just grab all my shit in case we're leaving today.
Okay.
I do the same then in that case.
Sure.
I have a rucksack. It doesn't have much inside it. It just has warmer clothes to go under my robes.
Mm. Yeah, as you all disperse for a moment in this realization that you may or may not be leaving today, we join Ty somewhere down the halls. Ty, you make your way up the stone steps. A dais is in front of you. Many of the wings dance in the sky above. Each wing inspires, signifying a different school of magic that they teach here. One is a little bit more overgrown than the others, but only once it's pointed out. Otherwise, it's pretty identical to the other spires. That one is what you know to be Brother Sykes' wing, or at least the void magic wing, where Brother Sykes used to do the majority of his teaching. But that is not where you are heading. Is that true?
No, I'm sneaking into Matazar's office.
Okay. Make me a stealth check as you utter the words on the dais to summon the spire. 31. You either wait... why don't you tell me how you are able to deliver this command word or command phrase to summon the spire without loud enough, I guess, for... It has to be enough for it to be successful, but also it's a 31 stealth, so you need to be able to be discreet. How does Ty successfully be discreet, but also utter the command word for this?
I've had to do this many times before. I take my robe off, wrap it around myself to cover the inevitable echo of the sound.
Mm-hmm.
Speak the words quietly, in a low tone. High pitch will travel further, so lower tone. Speak the command words quietly. Put it back on.
Aspire to the Grand Master Matazar's wing is in front of you. The door, like a drawbridge.
Is he in here?
Are you going inside?
Do I immediately notice whether he's in there or not?
Not from the outside.
Then yes, I go in.
Okay. Make me another stealth. With advantage, because you had a 31 on the last one.
32.
Great. So as you, and I mean, cool. So as you make your way into the, into this, so I'll let you once again describe. Large drawbridge type door. How do you get inside? Stealthily. There could be windows. It's completely up to you. You have the narrative right here.
The flooring is what? Stone, wood, carpet?
Stone. Mostly stone. There is carpet and there are rugs, but it's mostly made of stone. The base of this entire spire is seen to be hewn, or at least made by human hands, or at least person hands, to sculpt and signify what looks like to be cliff, but it's absolutely artificial. So it's stone.
My shoes are off, and I can move extremely quietly after years and years and years of moving around. I have snuck into countless Evervalian manors, castles, crept along quiet streets. I can place my feet down, heel first, and move. I just have such an acute understanding of how much noise my feet will make as I hit the ground. I purposefully wear clothes that are very tight to my skin, so there's not a lot of scuffling noises. My weapons are
Let's go.
padded,
Gotta be quiet though. Right there, come on.
and I move into the doorway, stop, move up behind a
Careful, careful.
large ornamental carved thing that Matazara's got up. Stop again, listen. Move further in. There's a seating area. I walk now across a quite open area,
So fast.
quite brazenly, expecting to be caught at any moment in this part.
Ty, careful. You're going too quick here. You're never gonna learn if you're gonna be that sloppy. Slower.
If I get caught, I'm thinking about what I'm going to say, but no one comes out. And I move into the smaller room, which was his actual office that we spoke with him in.
Mm-hmm.
And I presume the thing I'm looking for is in here, but I have no idea. I start looking around for anything that looks like a magical scrying glass.
Yeah, a
thing.
large. Looks like affixed to the wall is a large magnifying glass with various small, what looks like to be pistons. It looks like someone like a spider web across the. There's like a large ring, or like picture a ring light, except a large magnifying lens, and then a spider web of these or a spider-looking legs of these tiny pistons that could then be moved and adjusted like for focus as this large iris just sort of dances and undulates around this window feature. I think, were expecting some sort of telescope from what Varsha had mentioned in her dream. But as you take a look at whatever this may be, it is a different device entirely, but there is a small, I think, distance with a bar across that holds some sort of eyepiece. That eyepiece seems to fit in a small slotted fork. So apparently, you always see Matazar with an eyepiece or a jeweler's eye in his eye. That could be about the right size for that eyepiece to sit. If it does sit there at the perfect height and with the perfect measurement of focus, you're able to then find the right focal point. Besides that, arcane-wise, like arcana-wise, I don't know if you know how to turn it on or the device, but in your inspection, rudimentary inspection of this, that's what it sort of looks like. Large magnifying glass.
And that part is missing.
There is no eyepiece there. No, that part is missing. There is like a little, like I said, like a rod and then a slotted piece for something to go. That's about X amount of space across from the glass.
Does it look like I can take the other part away, or is it affixed to the wall?
It's affixed to the wall. Yeah. So these spider legs are fastened to this iris or this lens that are all sort of stuck to various frames of the wall. Yep, there is a desk nearby.
I sit in the chair and put my feet up on the desk.
Okay.
I light a cigarette and I wait for Matazar to arrive.
Okay.
I'm not going to steal it off of his face, am I? So
No.
I'll wait for him to bring it to me.
Of course.
Don't move the mountain, you know what I mean?
How long do you wait? However long it takes.
I've got all day, mate. I've got nothing to do here. Them lot are figuring out how to use some giant teleportation doohickey. I don't know what the fuck they were up to last time.
Okay.
Varsha thinks she's in a dream. Smith's having a time of his life. Jet's having a time of his life. I've got nothing better to do than sit here and wait for Matazar to come back from breakfast or doing his morning business or whatever the hell he gets up to at night.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Make me. Well, let's go to the rest of the gang. As Ty puts his feet up and starts to wait. You all went to gather various things, as if this may be your departure, your last day on some sort of, I think the mood for the next hour or so, as you start to pack up your room and such, is that feeling of the last day of a vacation. You're ready to go home. You're ready to start the next leg of the travel back. The only thing is that feeling above, sort of looking down on this feeling of departure, is a mystery of a destination. You're still at uncertainty of where is next. But you all gather your things and you make your way where?
I think I would be... I don't know if I'll be waiting outside the rooms. I don't know if people have left or not. But most likely, once I got my pack, which would not have taken long, and stricken down my apparatus to make my potions for the day, tied them up and put them in my sling, I guess I'd be waiting outside. Watching the strange flying creatures go by, the students waking up for breakfast and lectures, and just waiting.
Okay. Yeah, students, you see some students make their way toward the dais, or at least up towards it, and then they would utter something, and a school of magic would come down. They would chatter a bit. Some of the students you see are also some from Stormford, the ones that you freed, as they are making their way, and you also see the door open, and Matazar is in. This spire is not the one that houses his office. This one is evocation, as it seems that Matazar is teaching evocation today. As these students head inward toward, and the drawbridge goes up, or the entrance, and then starts to then unlodge from the cliffside and start to dance in the sky above, as you are uncertain of where Ty is.
Can I reach the Grandmaster?
Yeah, when he was there for a second?
Yeah, as he's walking by, yeah.
Yeah, as that door opens up and he was there waiting, he sees you and the students as the students sort of make their way.
Oh, yeah.
Much like...
For sure.
Not unlike a teacher outside of the classroom is waving the kids in. Hi, everyone. It's sort of like that, but of course...
Okay. Then I think I would kind of head up to him very, discreetly say, did our conversation yesterday?
Yes. How are you? How have you been?
I'm okay. I'm actually not okay, but we can talk about it later. But did you show me the Scryglass?
I've made mention to it, yes.
But I didn't use it?
No, God, no.
Okay, well, what happens if you do use it? Do you just see something in the distance, or do you go somewhere?
Oh, you don't know. There's no traveling, no. It's like scry. So a fragment of your consciousness may go just to observe, but nothing more than that. Fingers and toes and body should be left behind you.
Would you perceive your body? Like if you looked down, would you see something?
I guess it's entirely possible.
Okay.
But from my experiences, though, I've looked down and look around, and it always is nothing. It is just as if a suspended eyeball is looking around. That can't be seen.
Right.
Unless you know that you can read the Spellwind and see the distortions of magic.
Okay. I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember leaving I don't remember our conversation ending. I don't remember getting up and leaving, and I don't remember going to lay down for sleep. But what I do remember is you showing me the Scryglass.
What did it look like?
I cannot remember, GM. I'm so sorry. It was gold, right?
It was gold, and it looked like a telescope to you.
Yeah, so I will describe in as best I can, like what it looked like. If there was any engravings or anything like that on it. Yeah,
picked out the right size eyeglass and then fit it into the viewfinder.
And I tell him all of that, because I wouldn't know how to use it.
Yeah.
Because he's never actually showed me before. So I am describing all of this.
He does.
And you pulled out this thing. Is that how you use it? The Scryglass? Is that accurate?
Yes, but not in the fact that it's not a. You saw it. It's not a telescope. It's not a long tube. It's
what?
Fixed to the wall.
Okay.
Like a lensing. It's You
Hold up.
Show it to you.
Yes.
Yes, and I used it. But just so I understand what you were saying, Cord, in the dream, I used a telescope.
You used a telescope that was looking out of a window. That was like an arcane-looking telescope.
Right, and now. But he's saying that it's not like that.
He's saying it's not like that. And meta-narrative-wise, Brad is looking at something that does not look like a telescope.
Okay. Okay, so you're saying it doesn't look like that. Okay. So then I must have been dreaming it. But then if I was dreaming it, that I used it, then I went somewhere, but then I was dreaming, and it's possible that she was getting me in my sleep. Can she reach me here?
Here we go.
I don't think that she could, but if she did, then this would be how we would know.
How?
If this is her.
Right now?
I don't know. I am uncertain. You need to be careful, though. If anything like this happens again, and you feel, I need to start my class soon. But if you are feeling any sort of, what's the word?
You're going a bit too quick now, Ty. Careful. Easy.
If you're feeling a bit like there is, if you're having an issue with your resting, or if you're having any sort of dream like this again, you must fight. Yes?
Yeah, okay.
Very well. Waking up may not be the best. And in the best case scenario, you will at least drive her off, if this is true. I am uncertain of how these night hags, if this is true, how they are to interfere and scry upon us, whether she is looking now or if it is only in your subconscious. I am uncertain. The only things that we have here are that of scholars' transcripts. No one has any sort of experience fighting one.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry. Talk to you after class.
I need you to make me an Arcana check.
Motherfuck, this is so terrifying. I can't, 8.
With advantage.
Okay. Bless you. It's still gonna be trash. 14. Okay, thank God.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we'll talk after class. I'll tell you more. It was really fucked up though. I used it. I did some plane moving, and I'm not even sure what I saw. And it kind of freaked me out.
Yes.
But I didn't wake up. I did fight. Anyway, go to class.
I'll be done in 3 hours. We have a large experiment today. But let's talk, yes.
Right.
Safe. Don't rest until we talk.
Don't rest.
Don't rest until we talk.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
Very well.
And the door closes, and
then I scoot back out, and I will relay what happened to Smith and Jet.
I don't know what's going on with her, Jet. I hope she's okay.
She seems, oh, there she is.
Yep. Right here. Here I am. So he said that the scryglass doesn't look like the way that it looked in my dream. Maybe my dream.
Okay.
So, and he does not remember letting me use it. So it's possible that I was dreaming, but he said if I am still dreaming that I cannot rest, or if I'm not dreaming, either way, don't rest. I can't sleep.
Okay.
The class will be done in 3 hours and then I'll talk to us about it.
I have an idea. It will not help you now. However, it'll help me, at least. All this that has been going on in the past little while has made me a little bit, look to Smith, unhinged. So, I present a small box. It looks like for all intents and purposes, it looks like almost like a tiny treasure chest. And I'm going to turn my back to Varsha and show Mr. Smith the box and open the box. Smith, you see what is inside the box and I will whisper it to you later. Then I close it. Right now, only I and Mr. Smith know what is inside this box. Yes?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. If ever you're having any issues and you think maybe perhaps you are not with us, but somewhere else in some loop, as you say, well, I know what is inside this box and you do not. You might try and describe it, but if I was to show Smith, at least we would know that we are safe, no? It is a little selfish, but maybe perhaps this concept could be used to help ground you in some way too.
Yeah, okay.
For if you know not what is something, then the only issue is that, unfortunately, I'm thinking out loud. This is an experiment and a half here, but unfortunately, regardless of what the outcome is, I will know that I am real, but you might not know. Because
I won't know because I could be making it up in my dream.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly so.
What Smith just told me could be my worst fear, and in fact probably is a fear of mine that I have.
Right.
So it could just be that.
Apologies
but if
for
it helps
this.
you, that's okay.
All right. Apologies for the selfish solution to half of the problem. Anyway, I reach into my pocket and I present to Varsha this small vial. It's a cloudy mixture that seems to swell upwards. It doesn't have any bubbles inside it, and I think you'll recognize this as one of my flight potions. And you may as well hold on to it because I don't know if and or when it's going to be useful today.
Great, thank you.
Is it clear that it looks like it has clouds in it, suspended in it, that are swirling upward? Or is it like a darker blue with the clouds in it?
It does not look like anything that could be easily manufactured in the prime material plane of 2022 Earth.
Right, of course.
It looks separated in ways. It looks like it could be clouds. It almost looks like if you were to stare at it for long enough in the sun, but I advise you not to leave it in the sunlight too long now. It looks like it almost is a diorama of the day sky itself with clouds. You can see almost as if they are forming different kinds of clouds within it, with separation that almost looks like blue sky.
Mm-hmm. There's like this sky motif to this bottle, this blown glass bottle.
Correct. I will hand one to Smith as well, just in case. You never know when you need these things, and for the most part, no one has needed gills just yet. So I'll just keep on to that one.
What is this?
Oh, this will allow you to fly for about 10 minutes. I just figured that if you ever need to do so, in a pinch, in a hurry, you can do, but be careful. It'll go flat in about 23 and a half hours, and you'll know, the clouds will dissipate. It'll look more like overcast and not inviting. But I would like the bottles
is
back.
Yeah, okay. And when you say fly, do I sprout wings? What happens?
You just
Oh, no.
decide where you want to go. It's kind of weird.
Oh,
and your tummy feels...
He has never tried it before, has he?
Mm-mm.
No.
Well, I mean, if you want wings, I pull out another vial and...
I was just asking what
Okay,
happens.
all right.
That's all. I didn't say I wanted wings.
Right, okay. Then no. If you've never tried it before, then I suppose you could have it now. I mean, we need to get somewhere anyway.
I will save it for if I need to fly.
Okay. All right. Just in case you need to do so, and I am not there to coach you, essentially, you will feel like you need to belch. I suppose. Don't, but do. But just don't throw up. Try and guide the volume in your diaphragm towards where you want to go. It's weird at first, but after a while, it will feel natural to you. But yes, maybe Varsha can explain more. I have only done experiments on it, but she's actually gone the whole mile.
Just look where you want to go and start the beginning of a belch.
But don't release it.
And in this,
You'll get there.
and this frozen face of Smith trying to figure out and comprehend what holding a belch means, we're going to head over toward inside the office with Ty.
I mean, to be fair, it's like trying to describe how to belch to someone who has never seen the color green before, right?
Is it a fart?
From your mouth.
Ty, you are in this office still. You've been waiting for about 15 or so minutes as you hear in your mind Varsha describe pockets of her vision or pockets of her dream. In detail, she mentions, well, you got up and you went over towards the drawer and I think you were looking at some sort of fitting for like an eyeglass for the telescope or for the scryglass, and then you went over toward the scryglass and adjusted it and found some focus, then beckoned me to come over, and that's when I looked down, and that's when things started to...
I start opening drawers.
Give me a search check or investigation with advantage because you were being assisted.
18.
18. Second drawer you open. First one, pencils. Second one, first one, quills and ink that seems to have spilled and sloshed a little bit as you open the drawer. The second one you open a little bit quieter as it looks like there is like this horizontal, much like a ratchet set, like a metal ratchet set would be, but it's made of wood. There's a small clasp and you're able to unclasp it and you swing it open. There's a felted fitting and sizing of a bunch of different jeweler's eyes. One of them is missing, but there are several. They all have arcane markings on them.
All right.
But with a 14 Arcana, you are able to see that they are written in different languages. One for each language that you know of in Hearth. There's one that looks like it could be Draconic. There's one that looks like it could be Giant.
I assume the one that's missing is the one that's in common.
Correct.
The only one that I speak. Well, I know random words in other languages, but they're mostly swear words, so...
Well,
you know, from the boys. Depending on what it says, I might know some stuff from whatever little arcane shit Lorcan tried to
Yeah, and still upon you.
Teach me as a boy. but-
Make me. What language do you have? Just common?
Just common, yeah.
What swear words do you know? And have you seen any written down? Would you be able to recognize? Actually, hold on. Varsha, what languages do you know?
Ooh, that is a great question. Oh my god. Common, Elvish, and Dwarvish, but that doesn't make sense to me. Unless it's like archaic and I studied in the library when I had nothing to do. You know, if it's like older, then yeah, that's probably what's been on my sheet since day one.
Yeah, it has. I think you see and recognize Elven scripture. What it says, hard to tell. But from a meta standpoint, there's one for each language. But from Thai, you notice that one of them is Elvish. And all of the other scriptures don't seem to match the Elvish one. And of course, I think over time, and of course, your upbringing in and around Evervale, you would have seen scriptures for different languages. You could probably identify which ones they are, but you probably can't read it. But
Right, yeah, I'll take one of them at random.
mhm.
And I'll wrap it in this little bit of cloth that I've found. And I'll pocket that for later.
Sure.
And then I'll take the Elvish one.
Could you roll
And
me?
I'll go over to the thing on the wall. And see
Sure.
if it would fit in the slot. Just to check this is actually a thing that I'm looking for.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me a D22.
Uh-oh. 22.
You got a 22?
Yeah, am I going to heaven?
That's it? Yep. Okay. You picked up the undercommon jeweler's eye that you've pocketed. The elvish one is in your hand.
And then what is undercommon? Oh no, that's not what I think it is it?
Drow
That's like-
and Underdark traders.
Yeah, Underdark.
It is the same script as Elvish, so it could have been probably subconscious plucking it off of because you sort of recognize it maybe.
That one's just some insurance later on for when
Yeah.
Matazar,
Exactly.
if Matazar gets moody with me for fucking with stuff.
For being here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You make your way over towards the artifact on the wall, this magnifying lens with these piston spindly legs that are affixed to the frame. That rod or that sight that is attached and affixed to it has that slot where you can fit that jeweler's eye to. You do, and it slides in perfectly.
All right. Look for it.
Okay.
Take me to the Queen.
Oh. Okay.
Roll me an Arcana with advantage, because you're being assisted.
18.
No.
Okay. You look through the magnifying or the eyepiece of this artifact. It is blurry, but you're not really entirely sure what you're looking at. You move you start to move. It starts to squeak. The little pistons squeak and hinge as you are trying to find focus and adjust. Much like light that is focusing through an iris, you can tell, or you can imagine, what that may look like, as instead of its light that you are focusing through, it is a realities and planes. As you're starting to find the right distance between the eyepiece and the magnifying ring itself, and also maybe this third lens, which could in fact be the window, as you start to then find and make these adjustments and find any sort of focus. There are a couple of visions through that you see as you start to then look at. It seems like that there is a halfling family for a moment on the road in this small outcropping of a field. It seems like a father is teaching his son how to hunt, but also their youngest daughter is also on the way or here. Learning as well. As you then start to focus, that's not the image you wanted. You start to focus, and out of the planes start to shift and distort again as you start to find where you're going. You then look through the clouds at a mountain peak where a dragon, a large lizard, flies by through the icy fog. A large temple is steeped upward towards the peak. You also hear a war horn blow on the wind as you then adjust one more time, and you see that there are, you're down in some sort of underwater dwelling. It's dark down here as it seems as if there are these webbed appendages, humanoids that flutter by, where your scrying image could be the scramra as you are sort of looking through here. And you start to focus again. You then start to look at a castle, and then you adjust and look again, and then there is something that interrupts your feast for focus here, and that is you are beginning to then make out an image that I really hope I have saved. I don't. As you start to adjust, and I have to quickly do something. You look through and you see a fishing village that is looks like Galfish? No, there's people still living here. In fact, it's Flount. You've been here before. The docks were familiar, but the reasoning why is because you have been here, and it was that one time the Entente made sure you were to fulfill this mission, which was to take out
Captain Dalen.
Dalen, and I was about to say Deus. Captain Dalen, thank you. And you see that there is a dockmaster taking some coin from someone who just pulled in. For a moment, you think it's buttocks, but that can't be right. And then you adjust the lens one more time. Okay, and this suspense is killing me. As that's why. Old.
What have we got here?
You find focus, and you realize that you are looking down at the burning and mid-siege of Blue Falls.
Are you familiar with the Theremin, boy?
He mused aloud, and although his apprentice was indeed in the room, it seemed almost as if the mage was speaking to himself. The fireplace crackled and snapped, full of fresh logs the boy had practiced on earlier that very day. The mage was sitting at his desk, hunched over some parchment and books, carefully scribing something with ink and quill.
It was originally known as the etherphone, and it's an instrument controlled without physical touch. 2 rods sense the position of your head.
Are you tired of the mundane? When you look up at the stars, do you think there is more to this than the blue planet you stand on? Are you among the best and brightest and yet feel like nothing is a challenge? Then join us at Exo Aviarium. Every day we discover something new that helps shape our realities. Whether it's clean energy, medicine, new food sources, or anything you could imagine, Exo Aviarium is here to change the world for the better. Exo Aviarium. Future in the beyond.
As you peer through the artifact known as the Scryglass, Ty, you're watching as plumes of black smoke reach toward the sky like a fresh picked cotton off of a plant. It just reaches up and it starts to then dance with the wind as it's blowing through. You also see soaring through the sky above is several griffins as they are seeming to launch something. It looks to be a loud, cacophonous, and a cough of fire flies out from some artifact that they are holding and catching some of the nearby buildings and thatch roofs ablaze. You see that there is also a large crowd gathering for their defense toward the switchback going up toward Blue Falls as well. You also see in the distance, it's hard to make out from here. You focus a bit more and you see a figure dip into the shadows and make their way toward the Twin Shields and where they, in their meeting hall up on the hill, where you once had that council meeting with the Ring of Truth and the denizens of Blue Falls. Fires are starting to erupt.
So they've breached already.
It looks like they're about to breach. There are flames starting.
Can I make out, like, the size of the force that's gonna overtake?
You see, as you start to focus the lens once again downward toward, you're starting to understand how it works, how the focus and how you can guide and sort of steer this camera, this eye, this arcane eye that of scrying that Matazar was describing. As you then zoom down and chase down sort of some of these switchbacks, and you see that there are several hundred forces, several hundred people in a force trying to make their way up the switchback. You also see...
Who's commanding them? Can I try and find their commanding officer or whoever's in charge?
You can. Yeah, if I remember correctly, you were also a part of helping them set up these defenses, yes?
Yeah, somewhat. It was mostly Smith.
Okay. But I think you all had a hand in it, correct? And if that's the case, then I will need to direct you toward the switchbacks. Everybody, you are in this scene because we are going back in time to when you set up the defenses. Does that make sense?
Holy shit. Yeah, it does.
We're telling Uru.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe it was mostly Smith who was giving him the best information on how to deal with an attack from the Sworn on this scale. I assume as we were leaving before we went through the tunnels.
Yes. As you sort of have spent some time, whether it was a couple of days or however long it had been, to sort of set up these defenses, you have... actually, this is important. How many people would be here helping defend the switchbacks? Smith, we know that. Most likely Ty. Would Jet be around for this? And would Varsha? That's my question.
Are there other... Oh, sorry. You go ahead, Jet.
After you, please.
No, I insist.
Okay. I suppose not really. I mean, if it's for setting up defenses, if anything, if I was asked, the only thing that would come to mind that I would have knowledge to help with would be, what would be good triage points, places to put the weak and the infirmed if there is an ongoing siege. Aside from that, I don't really have any sort of combat experience or battle proficiency, so I don't think I would be necessarily here.
Okay. So we have at least two. Varsha, or would you be in this scene?
How many other areas are there to kind of like fortify? Because if Smith and Ty are here, then I would probably be trying to help somewhere else, just to make sure all our ducks were in a row, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that was, Whack, but I heard it as well.
I think it was Myers Hood was on the mic.
Oh, okay. He just looked so confused.
I almost always defer to Smith in this matter. Yeah. We experienced how terrible I am with large forces when we had the previous thing, when I had to lead the group out of the thing. And I think canonically, I decided that I wasn't good at being a commander of multiple people. Mm-hmm. I'm good in little guerrilla warfare things.
Okay.
I would be figuring out, if anything, who is the sneakiest, stealthiest, and teaching them ways to maneuver through this land to try and assassinate commanding officers and stuff. Because that, I think, is probably how I would utilize my abilities for a large-scale battle. And is also what I'm doing while I'm looking through the Scryglass.
Right. Give me a D100 roll, Varsha. And it's probably not going to show up on the screen.
78.
78. Okay. I was doing the 2/3. No, that still would make 2/3. You would have been. I'm sorry, 3/4. You would have been able to. 75% chance that you would have been there. But you rolled a 78.
Okay.
So I think that is you are not there. So if that's the case, then you have Smith and Ty. You have to your in your kit here to start placing defenses here on this switchback that goes upward. You have available, roll me a D3, Smith.
3.
You have 3 groups of archers that you are able to place. They look like...
Is this distance accurate?
Not at all. Not at all. But the squares that you could subtly see, those would be accurate. But the map distance is not. I haven't set that up yet. But you can't really move that yet, but I'm sure at some point I'll be able to do that.
Is this us? We're sitting at like one of those war tables.
Yes, and you are telling Uru
Moving
where to
things
place some of
around.
their defenses. You have 9 of these. So really, but I said 3 groups of 3, so these are one unit. A three group is a unit. You can move them anywhere, so packs of 3, anywhere on the map that you would like them to defend. This, for a lack of a better term, is going to be a tower defense type of encounter.
Is this are these the only resources we have?
No. Also roll me a D3 tie.
2.
2. You have 2 ballista available as well. Ballistas can shoot in a direct line and deal damage in a direct line. Your archers can shoot multiple shots, of course very weak, but multiple shots per round at a shorter range. The longer of the range would be, of course, the ballista, and the ballista can shoot in direct lines. You have 2 of those available. Let me go ahead and grab that. That is your 2 ballistas. You also... I have it. I have another one. Roll me a... It may not be here, actually. Roll me a D3, Smith.
2.
You have 2 oil slicks, or not 2 oil slicks, 2 pitch slicks that you can add, or tar puddles you can add.
Flammable.
Yeah, flammable and slow is what those are. You have 2 of those you can place somewhere as well. It slows targets unless you light it, and then of course it does damage for a short duration, and then it is gone. So you could sacrifice your slow-moving pit to do a bunch of damage, or you can keep it being slow. There is, I don't know if I have any more, but I will put those somewhere. The red blur at the bottom corner of this, on the bottom right corner, which is down, I think you can see it. Can you see it on your screen?
Bottom what?
Bottom left corner, I'm sorry. There's a red
There's a thumb
blur
in the way in the bottom left.
Yeah, okay. That looks like a thumb, but that is where that is the start, and then there should be a green thumb or a green blur at the top of the map, and that's going to be, of course, where you want to defend. You have 2 of those. You have 2 pitch. I have to go find a pitch asset, and then roll me a D2 again. Ty, Brad.
D2?
A D3. I'm sorry.
3.
3.
Killing it.
Those are good. Let me quickly grab this oil slick. Hold, please. Okay, and you have 2 of these. And you also have 1 more, I believe, as well. Sticky train. And you have catapults as well. Roll me... That was a 3 you rolled?
Yeah.
You have 3 catapults. Yeah, all right, here it is. I didn't ever load it.
Dun 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 dun.
Is this a
Dun
Final
da da
Fantasy
dun
music?
da dun da da. Yeah, someone gets it. You don't, I know.
And I don't even know Final Fantasy.
It's amazing how many times you've made
I've made Final
Fantasy without playing Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy. Wow.
incredible. It's absolutely incredible. I've
Okay,
enjoyed
so
Spellwind so much because it is a Final Fantasy game and you didn't even know it. It's awesome.
probably why I don't like Final Fantasy, because they
You
took
already had
my
it in your head.
ideas. Yep.
They stole my
They
ideas
stole
from the
what I-
future.
How dare
magic.
they? Yep. Dead magic. So, yeah, you can place these wherever you want. This is just on the board right now, just because. But you can place these wherever. There is meta stats here that I can tell you. I took this idea from
Final Fantasy.
Screw All the Names on Reddit. So thank you, whoever you are, for this wonderful little thing. So this is, I looked up tower defense, D&D. Oh, so there are, yeah. And so the Archer Tower can attack 3 times for D6 piercing damage. Also,
The Archer Tower? So
the archers.
archers?
Those are the archers.
Okay.
Archers can attack 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The
D6.
catapults are a 1d8 fire within 5 feet of the target. So they have 2d8 fire. And then
Are you writing that down, Bryan?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
So catapults do 2d8 fire damage. And it doesn't look like I have range on here, but I'll figure that out at some point. Then we also have the sticky trap, which is movement speed is halved. That's it. Really? You could also light it on fire for 2d8 fire damage. That'll burn for...
While they're in the trap, or...
Yeah, while they're in it. Yeah, you can do it.
Okay.
Anytime you want. You can light it. It also deletes it, but it does do sustaining 3d6 damage. 3d8 damage. Fire damage. And then there is the ballista, which does 3d8 damage to every creature in a straight line.
Got it.
You got those 3.
Okay. Are there any rope bridges
Make me
available?
a history check.
Seven. God damn it.
Actually, I don't know if it would be history. What would be... Would be insight? What would be like survival?
It's just worse.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of
Survival or
just
perception?
like... I think probably... Survival would probably make the most sense for like a tactician.
Survival is
right?
like, tactical layout stuff,
Yeah.
right?
So you rolled a 7?
Still worse.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's
sorry.
still worse.
All right. No, there isn't.
Okay.
They have. At least they wouldn't be able to, they don't have enough time to move any over here.
Yeah.
For rope bridges.
Okay.
But there are, with the information that you have received prior, so going back in time to set this up, they were setting up outskirts. There was a war camp in Wyvern. As far as how many, it's hard to tell. But
Okay.
Uru did mention that if they need to defend anything, it's the switchbacks, which is what where you met Uru the first time when he questioned the trading caravan, and you were all hanging, and then the Lost Boys, they all showed up on the cliff sides looking at you. That exact same place.
I assume that these have, like, archers have a relatively short range, these have a medium range, and these have a long range.
Yes.
Yeah.
Catapult.
Can I have control over the
Yes.
the other things? I have control over the archers
Mm-hmm. Let me do that.
because I know where to put everything here.
Of course.
I've got 700 hours in endless amounts of tower
defenses. Yep.
video games.
It's not really.
Like Steam, Switch, iOS. He's got
I do love tower defenses.
across the board.
Uh-huh.
I've got Bloons TD6 about 20 minutes, so we should be good.
All right, so you should be able to move some stuff around.
Okay. Well, I can't flip this, right?
Yeah, no, you can't. But that's
Okay, well, it would go
If
here,
you
but it would
can, I
aim
think-
left.
I think if you right click it, you can do
Flip
it's like-
horizontal.
there's a flip horizontal option in some edit or something, maybe.
oh cool.
Right click the token, I think.
I can, but you don't want it that way, do you?
We want this one the other way.
Yeah, this one should be going left.
Okay, hold on. Let me get the camera. This spot.
Sucks to be an audio listener right now, doesn't it? Yeah. This one should go there, that should go here, and we should put that over there.
Essentially, what we're looking at, audio listeners, is a switchback type setup that is essentially a giant S with a cavernous, rocky pathway leading up this this mountain, and we have 3 groups of 3 archers. We've got 2 oil slick / pitch traps. We have 2 ballistas and 3 catapults. And we are currently positioning them around the map. Now, I think we put the ballistas here so that you can hit the longest bits of areas, since it aims in a long straight line. And then we've got the pitches I think we should put on the turn, because that's already kind of a congestion point. And it will be good to get the most amount of people at once.
Sure.
We put the catapult, basically, we're going to put that. I don't think we should put the pitch up there. I think if we put it kind of all near the same spot, we can get the largest amount of enemies.
Sure.
If we put like 1 catapult to cover the lower area, and then maybe 2 catapults to kind of hit the middle areas as well as the upper areas, then that will be pretty well laid out. Then in terms of the archers, we have to protect our assets because they're going to have griffins. So we need to worry about that. The archers stay together, yes? Or do
yes,
they?
there are groups of 3.
Okay. So those are a little bit trickier to place. Since they have short range, do they have fire arrows? What has fire to light the pitch?
Catapults have fire.
The catapults have fire. Okay. So we should not place them close to the pitch. We should probably place those all up top.
If they got the range, then they can reach anyway, right? So at the top means they.
Well, we don't know. Well, a catapult won't be able to hit close range, I don't think.
No.
Right, so you want them all at the back.
Yeah. So if we put the catapult probably up here.
And when, like, these are not necessarily a huge siege catapults because I would launch way too far, but they are a catapult type device that can launch right near, and of course this sort of pseudo mid-range switchback.
Yeah. Yeah, we might want to place the, we're going to have to worry about protecting the catapults, because if there are griffins, they might send the griffins to attack the catapults. So if we have the archers, we probably want to have at least 1 group near the catapults to protect them. I think this is kind of a decent layout. Yeah, the archers won't be able to do much down below, but the catapults can hit. And once they hit the pitch, we can light that, and then the archers can finish them off. I think that's probably a decent layout, the way we've got it right now.
Okay. Uru says,
Right. We'll do what we can. Good luck. Finding the academy.
Uru, of course, being the lead ranger here in Blue Falls, the one who sort of has self-proclaimed himself as the head guard here, as you all start to then make your way toward underneath, toward the upflow caverns, sort of into the Wanderings. But back to Ty, you staring through this.
I'm already moving. Unless I found the captains. Only I was looking for the commanders and the captains and the people who looked like they were in charge first. If I can find those or determine... Oh, and I'm looking for details. I'm using this. My intention is honestly to immediately leave and go there and kill the people that are leading this.
Right. Okay.
I'm trying to identify any captains, anything that I can use to quickly identify them on a chaotic battlefield.
Yes. You see that there are a couple of there are a couple here in this large mob of this large army trying to start to make its funnel up these switchbacks. You notice that there are some that are leading, there are some that are screaming at others, but it almost seems like there is a lot of inexperience in these foot soldiers. There are, of course, the sworn. You do see, obviously. I'm sorry. The first thing that you see is
the enemy foot soldiers are green.
The enemy foot soldiers.
Okay. Yeah.
Are green.
Yeah,
they are also not wearing sworn armor and resplendentry. That's not a word. They're wares, but the sworn.
Are they wearing Evervalian?
Like Evervalian, they are not. They are not. They are wearing, and I think you would make me a history check with advantage because you're from that area.
21.
21, natural 20. You identify these soldiers as Wyvern. This is the town north of Blue Falls. Also, they have banners of what looks like to be a badger standing on top of a corpse is usually what their banner is, flying on a brown or like a sandy mudded flag. And those the Wyvern forces seem to be gathering at the bottom as their foot soldiers, and it seems like their plan of attack here is they would funnel them up and have the sworn cavalry, the Griffin Riders, try to run a distraction and light ablaze the town for whatever reason. As you start to look for leaders and these key people, these key players in this, you do notice that there is what looks like to be there is this resplendent looking noble, but seems to be strutting through someone you have not met before, no one from Twin Shields, but it's a noble. You would assume, and I think as you focus, you see that they have a signet ring from Wyvern as well. It could very well be the mayor of Wyvern, as they have a short sword as well, and like this heroic, dramatic play of some sort of, as if it was some sort of theatrics of war. They are trying to parade through the streets with their entourage, mainly fighting off some of the civilians. Of course, the civilians here in Blue Falls are rugged adventurers, usually found from the wanderings. So they are holding up a pretty good fight. There is a bit of nervousness you see and anxiousness of this noble trying to fight back, but seem to be a bit timid in their stride. But of course, as you're watching, when the combat dies down, or when there is a scrum that dies down for him and his entourage, he then starts to pick up that strut again. It's almost like as if it's some sort of show. You then start to use the lens again to focus and chase and through the area and do as much survey as you can. And you see that running through the streets are these two foxes, one gray and one red, that are bounding off of one another and off of the walls. And then you seem to see that these two foxes sort of land or are listening to a high-pitched whistle, a pattern much like the dagger in Guardians of the Galaxy. There's that pattern of whistling that happens, and they sort of approach this cloaked figure. Has a mask, a large leather cloak that wraps around, a mask that is bound up by their face. It looks like this person's armor is theatrics as well, but you don't see them being from Evervale. They seem to be also another hired hand of some sort, someone who knows what they're doing. And as you start to watch their patterns, you see that he is gliding up sides of buildings. The foxes are also disappearing into crowds and coming back with various like they'll sniff the ground and run off and come back with various either wares or evidence of something. The person takes it, looks at it, and then directs the foxes and himself start to then bound off the roofs to somewhere else, as if they are looking for something. And then, as you are trying to find focus one more time, you are snapped out of it.
Perfect timing. Keep this here.
What do you mean? What are you doing?
As
using your little
Adazar is in the
funky device here to well, actually I was looking for the Queen. I was hoping to find the Queen.
Why would you look for the Queen?
Well, it's I ain't got much time, but Sykes said that if I kill the Queen in a dream, then I kill the Queen in real life. So I was trying to draw her towards me, and then I thought maybe if I take her on in a dream.
Break it? You didn't break it. You didn't scuff the lens at all. And you see, he starts to sort of try to brush you out of the way and start to inspect the lens.
Yeah, no, don't touch nothing. Don't touch it. Leave it. Leave it.
Yes.
As he's inspecting the lens for a moment, but as he then, why? What have you found?
Look, that's Blue Falls. Is that now?
It sort of hangs his eyes onto you as he sort of hangs the eye contact onto you as he uncertainly looks into the eyepiece and pulls back and yes, that's now.
Right. I'm going there. I'm taking some of the others. And I start patting. He gave me a stone, didn't he? Like a communication stone.
Yeah, he did. Yep.
I pull it out and I say, right, I might need to contact you on this when we get there. So keep that like that. There's a guy with some foxes. Keep an eye on him. And there's I don't know, maybe the Wyvern Mayor in some nice looking armor. Keep an eye on him as well. I'm going to try and get to them and, well, you know what I mean? Sorry about the ash. And I run out. There's just ash from cigarette butts all over his desk.
All over the desk and like on that metal piece that holds the...
And then I go, oh, and I give him back the other one that I stole.
The other eyepiece? Yeah.
I was going to, just in case, fuck it, bye. And I run out of the... Sure. And I'm running full speed to try and find the others now.
Yeah, of course.
Arms back Naruto style, you know what I mean?
You've got things to tell, and you've got Naruto, you've got stuff to whatever, and anime things. And so you make your way toward your friends who are out. Where would everybody be at this time? Probably 2 or 3 hours have gone by.
That's a good question.
Yeah, 2-3 hours is a long time from what was happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Hold on.
I mean,
yeah, 2 or 3 hours.
I would imagine we would have been looking for Ty.
Yeah.
Okay.
But maybe we didn't think he'd be in the, we looked everywhere except for...
Make me investigations is where you roll natural 20, and then we got to figure something out. Okay. Roll investigations, 19. Perfect. That's super close.
Oh, no.
Okay, 10 and a 10. So, as you begin to look for Ty, you do have the idea that he would be in the office. Smith.
Okay. Well, yeah, he's not where I've seen him before practicing with his weapons. That really leaves only one place. I can only imagine that he'd go to Brother Matazar, but I don't know why he would.
Right, yeah, that's exactly where I was. Oh, it's a long fucking run down that hallway.
What's wrong?
We gotta go to Blue Falls.
Okay.
Now.
Blue Falls.
Now.
Why?
It's under attack.
Let's go.
We got a lot to deal with when we get there.
How do you know?
He probably used the Scryglass.
Yeah, I was using the old Scryglass. Took me a little while to work out how to use it, and it's given me a bit of like vertigo actually to come out from that. But it's under attack now. But it ain't the Sworn. Well, it is the Sworn, but for the most part, it's Wyvern soldiers.
Wyvern?
Like, mercenaries, people that the Sworn have hired, mercenaries and stuff, I suppose. I don't know, but
makes sense.
I could see them, and they're holding their own at the moment. We might be able to get there and make a difference if we go, but...
I look to Mr. Smith and I ask, is that normal for this one to use mercenaries or things like this?
No. No, it's not.
They're inexperienced. I was moving the lens of this thing. I could get right in on their faces. They're all green, the lot of them. Nothing but fear, white, pale faces running up this... that's a good point, actually. They're funneling up all these soldiers, just running them up. And then the Sworn, the only ones that seem to be Sworn are on griffins. And they're lighting up the town from above. It's a bit of a weird tactic, to be honest. I'm not really sure what they're...
Two possibilities. Possibility 1. That is just the advanced force, the scouting force. Possibly gauging and seeing what weaknesses there are and how easy it is to attack. Second possibility. It's completely a trap. They are waiting for us specifically. And if they are, judging by what you said about the Queen investigating your dream and what you and I experienced previously, there's a possibility that they know where this place is. If they wait for us to go to Blue Falls, they might attack here if they know how to get here.
Yeah, maybe. There's a cloaked man, mask. He's got foxes. He's whistling for them, using patterns of whistling. They're searching for something or someone. You reckon it could be us he's looking for?
Yes.
The other thing, though, I mean, the person who seems to be leading them's a cocky bastard, swanning about, big signet ring. Maybe he's the Wyvern mayor. Maybe he just has no idea what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah, that's not the real attack force for sure. The Griffins, they might be able to spare here and there. They can do a lot of damage with the Griffins regardless. They don't want to waste their own forces. It's a good tactic, in all honesty.
I have spent most of my life in 9 years, so I don't know much about war, especially in the Empire, but have battles like this happened before that have not been overseen by the Sworn?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
I think they're changing tactics after encounters with us.
I suppose we should be proud about that. So, how do we get there then? Fast, if need be.
I know the teleportation ritual.
Do they know
As
we
you
know
know
it?
back.
I don't know.
Look, I got this. I can communicate with Matazar through it instantly. If anything happens here, we come back.
Okay. I think that's a good idea. I don't think they know we can teleport.
Matazar's still looking at Blue
And
Falls through the thing as well. We can feed us information. We can get in there.
Yeah.
Take out the leaders.
Wait. Are you all sure? Are you sure that we should be going to this?
I mean,
Did we not go? Sorry.
If we can get in and out quickly and make a difference, then yeah, we do.
Did we
If we're
not
gonna do it, we gotta do it
flee
now.
Blue Falls in the first place in case this was going to happen?
Yes.
I mean, we got a way in and out. Like
Yeah,
that.
but exactly.
Well, it takes at least a minute for me to do this.
Well, yes, but I mean, it's not 2 weeks
Uninterrupted.
travel. This is that can be arranged, Smith. We can do that.
It's not the same. We didn't have that then.
Yeah,
You've all been
and
training.
I think maybe this is why we came here. Now we know how to
Much
do this.
better
Now
armed.
we can help. Yeah, we can help in a way we couldn't have
We got
before.
information. We got
And also,
active information.
if the queen does know, I feel like she might know where I am, but not how to get here.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Are you still wearing the mask? I cannot tell.
We trade it back and forth.
All right, yeah, you were going to go make some. You were going to go make
Oh
doubles.
yeah, you made some.
Yeah.
Right. That is very true. DM, how long has happened? How long has transpired since, I started making them? Because there is a rule for how long they would to be made.
Roll me a d4.
Okay. 3.
You have 3 of them.
That's perfect because we already own one.
No, you have in total 3 of
Oh,
them.
total 3. Okay.
Okay. All right. So you have. Who has the original one?
You probably do. Meyer.
Oh,
Jet would probably
yeah.
have
Right.
it for
Of course, because I was duplicate.
You were using
The
it.
effect. Okay. All right. You'll have to forgive me, especially now because of all this happening right now. But I took the liberty of not making masks because I don't like the way it was on my face. But you can have it if you want, Varsha. But they're just rings. I figured that they'd be easier to wear, easier to keep around you, easier to do what they need to do. But they, for all intents and purposes, should be the exact same as the mask.
Okay.
I don't want one.
What? You need one.
Why?
You and I need one.
If you are unprotected, then so isn't Varsha also
Yeah,
in danger?
you need one.
I don't think I do. I don't think that I have been visited
Yeah,
the
you
same
take
way.
the other one, Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If she comes for you in a dream, you got to kill her. If you kill her in the dream, you kill her in real life. Sykes said so.
Right. Okay. So I will go without, but I will keep my thoughts on how to maybe perhaps protect myself if need be. But okay then.
Oh, you wear the ring. Varsha take the mask. I'll take the other ring. Smith don't need protection. If she comes for Smith in the dream, he's gonna kill her. If she comes for you in the dream, she's gonna eat you up like supper.
Okay.
You're probably right.
All right.
Frankly, I fancy Smith's chances of killing her in her own arena a little better than yours.
No offense taken. No, none taken at all. All right. So how do we get there then? I take it we are prepared then.
Do we need to get Sykes, or can you do it?
I can do it. I just need these chalks and inks.
So as of
All right,
right
let's do
now,
it.
you have the ability to go from Blue Falls to Flaris Academy and back. You can go back and forth. Those are the only 2 that you have logged,
Yeah.
Smith. You have access to the others, but that
I
has
have
not been
to spend
discovered.
time with Matazar.
Yep, exactly. So,
That's all we need, though.
yeah, all you need for right now,
Yeah.
logistically, is
Yeah.
those 2, and those are what you have.
Barring any other emergencies, yes.
Correct.
All right. Let Brother Sykes know.
Yeah.
Find, I'm going to start to get things set up here. Varsha, you let
Yes.
Brother Sykes know.
Yep. On it.
Ty, you let anybody that wants to participate in the defense of Blue Falls, any of the prisoners that we brought back with us.
All right. Yeah, I don't really know who's, battle ready out of some of them, but I'll go and see.
Jet,
Yes.
you ready for this?
Ready as I'll ever be, I suppose.
This
You
is
all speak
another-
sense. Go on.
This is another town under siege, Jet.
I know. I am prepared. I have thought about this for a while now. About what we're doing, why we're doing it. And this has always been an inevitability. And if you can help, then why not, Why not? As long as we're not making matters of ourselves for no reason. But you don't seem foolish like that, so... At least not today.
Okay.
Yes. So I am with you all. I am prepared to do what I need to do. Are you?
Always.
All right then.
Oh,
And that's the episode.
And that's
All I
the
said was
episode.
that, and you are getting ready to make your teleportation from Flaris Academy to Blue Falls.
We get to Halo jump in, baby.
Halo jump in.
We just
God,
get to
it's
Halo
so
jump-
cool.
Yeah,
We just appear like the Terminator, just the sphere of energy,
yeah,
and we're all
yeah,
naked.
yeah.
Just everybody. We've got no armor.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Uh-huh. And this is how Smith. This is how we unarmor Smith. You figured it out. You
I
figured it
need
out.
your armor. I need your bike. I need your weapons.
Give me your grip. Get the
Dude, I
grip now.
can't. I'm kind
Come
of
on!
wrapping my brain around how it would, because they're using magic, but they're not using this type of magic. Otherwise, we would have seen them use this already. So we know they don't know how to
with the way of the
teleport.
grasp.
Yeah, but that's it. Just the way of the
Sort
grass.
yeah.
They're not going to expect, their army is
Way of the
certainly not
graph-
going to expect,
grasp.
sworn trained warriors to just teleport in and be like, bitch, what up? Oh, it's going to be so cool.
Like a kill team. Yep.
Yeah.
So
You
yeah,
have unlocked fast travel.
you have unlocked.
You
fast
can
travel.
fast travel when enemies are near.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But that's the episode, everyone. We had some really juicy stuff today. The whole beginning, and just the nightmare, and just what that led into was super awesome to see, and to RP out was so cool. So thank you for that, PB, and everyone for bringing that. I really thought that going to and checking out the Scryglass was probably the perfect way to be like, hold on, this is it. I gotta get the image. So thanks for bearing with me while I had to go and get the image. But that was something Josh just did. We were doing the we were doing my GM prep episode 2 or 3 when we were just doing the GM prep, and we were going through like the moving forces, the movers and shakers of the spine and what's happening, and this was starting to happen, and then Josh just sent me an image, and I was like, "What is this?" So I had to somehow show it off and get us there. So, yeah. So super damn cool. Super damn cool. That image again is this one. This is Josh, me, and Art. If you want to check him out, do it, because Josh is so good. But here's that image again of mid-siege with the griffins flying.
So cool.
Of Blue Falls, and what's really cool is like it's a different angle that we didn't get to see it before, which is super awesome.
Right.
Yeah, it's sweet. So anyway, we're gonna go around and chat and stuff and shout outs and things like that. We're gonna start with Meyer.
Hello, my name is Meyer, and I played Jet today. I think it's all been building, right? Building up towards this this thing that's happening next week, and I'm looking forward to it so much. Like this crazy battle. It's been interesting playing it as, Jet, who's like, scared of everything. It's kind of like his like Yellow Lantern superpower. Like, the fear kind of helps to move him around and helps him to stay grounded and helps him to ground others and helps him to just do what he needs to do. But yeah, like it was awesome today, like seeing, like Varsha's trauma come back and all that. And, I mean, like she must hate groundhogs, man. Like, and also like, just also Ty getting to have that same almost like out of body experiencing. And, I'm looking forward to it. It's all coming together, man.
Also, I don't think Ty is aware that it was 3 hours he was in that looking glass.
No. Right.
Like, he thinks it's been about 5 minutes.
Yeah, because time's super weird right now, especially between the two, especially looking between both planes. Time is going to get weird, so yeah.
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 And that's why I thought when I was doing it, I was seeing the past.
Mm-hmm.
With the baby, but I don't know. I guess it was just a dream. Fucking weird.
Yeah, who knows?
Babies, am I right?
I don't know. I have an idea.
He just rolls the die to figure it out before.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure, it's the past.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
You can find me at twitch.tv/Meyer or twitter.com/Meyer_test. We've been doing a whole bunch of random stuff at the moment, just kind of like covering gaming news and such, and then doing RP preparation and talking about RP stuff, but never actually doing it, but maybe soon. That's me at my channel. PB.
Hi, I'm Pumpkinberry. You can find me at Twitch and Twitter at Pumpkinberry. I also GM here on Tuesdays for Kingmakers. You should totally watch it because it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Thanks for having me. I love this show. And I'll see you next week. And whack.
Hi, everybody. I'm Wax Steven. I played Smith for you today. Thank you so much for watching. As always, chat, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. I run a show called 100 Club on Mondays on this channel. It's a hilarious, dark comedy, sci fantasy bounty hunter show. Yeah, and if that just raised a lot of questions, then you should check it out because it's fucking hilarious. We couldn't stop people from breaking last session because they got absolutely destroyed.
I love those.
And there were some great improv moments, so you need to check that out. Also got a new show starting December 1st called Ashes of Eriador. That's right. I've decided to subject myself to internet hatred for daring to do a Lord of the Rings show. We just released the cast announcement. That's up on YouTube. Go check that out. And I am looking forward to it. And
we're in it.
I'm looking forward to that, and also am extremely terrified. So thank you.
It's gonna be amazing.
Me too. Brad,
you're gonna be amazing too.
I'm gonna be terrified for whack.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's absolutely awful. I was talking about it on my stream earlier on. The idea of taking on Lord of the Rings is insane. Dicky dick. Yeah, I'm streaming a game called Dragon Quest and the Last What the hell is it
Are you
called?
playing Dragon Quest?
No. I'm
he's
playing General Horse and the Package of Doom tomorrow.
Yep.
Okay.
If you've never heard of that, there's a reason for
you gotta-
it, and I
you gotta-
honestly have no idea what the.
But in one of the
You
games,
gotta be there tomorrow. You gotta be there tomorrow.
It didn't win the game vote. But here's what happened: is I was gonna do a game vote today, and we ended up watching a video, that was just this weird video of these people that were just clearly, it looked like they ripped off a fancy dress store and were dressed up all stupid. And then I found out it was a trailer for a game that is like one of those games that has like video that plays. And
FMV.
it's like, yeah, it's like one of those games. And I was like, how is this a thing? And then I added it to the game vote list, and then I was like, this is just going to win, so forget it. So I just went, okay, I'm going to play that tomorrow. And then the game that actually won the game vote is called Darkwood.
Darkwood, yeah.
Darkwood, okay. I don't know what that is. I'm playing that afterwards on my channel, which is at twitch.tv/orcish, if you want to watch that. Other than that, I'm on Leech on Saturdays. We have the finale of Leech. And then, you want to tune into that for a brand new ad. Hashtag ad. And that's it, man. That's all I got going on. Nothing else going on for me. I'm going to eat some ice cream in a minute, and it's going to give me a migraine, and I don't care. I'm going to do it.
What kind of ice cream?
you deserve it.
I ordered a
migraine
burger
or the ice
earlier on.
Oh.
I ordered a burger
There's a
earlier on.
story to this.
They sent me a pot of ice cream with a fudge brownie in it.
What kind of ice
like
cream, though?
I don't know.
Probably.
It's a mystery ice cream.
Well,
You
it's
just
It's
know
just
that
like
there's
it's
a
like a
brownie
soft
in there.
serve thing that they've put into a pot like this big, and then they just threw a brownie in top, and then they just taped it and sent it to me, and I was like,
Wow. If you're curious, DM Brad on Discord, and he will gladly
show up to my stream
I
tomorrow.
don't think
where
I've
I-
ever been more curious about something in your life than I am about this ice cream.
I'll send you a picture in a minute.
Yes, please.
When I go into it, because it's just really random, and I've been trying to avoid eating sugar, and people keep giving me sugar, and I'm like, I don't buy it because if it's in my house, I will have it.
eat
So
it.
I don't
have it.
ever bring it into the house. My mum showed up last week and was like, I got you this, and I was like, oh, dude, this is awful. And then this place sent
Forcing my
me.
hand.
It's really nice that they sent me this random dessert, but I'm like.
Yeah.
And I can't help myself. I need to eat it right now, and that's what I'm going to do.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I've been thinking about it for the whole.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you, Brad. Thank you, everybody. This was a lot of fun.
Thank you, man.
I'm Mythomatic. I'm the creator of Spellwind. I have a Patreon if you want to check it out. I have a Monday show as well, which we got to see a little bit of that today with some of the scrying glass. We got to saw some hints and bits of that. It's called Draco's Call, and that's a Patreon game that happens on my friend the Raven of Death's channel if you want to check that out. And follow me on twitter.com/mythomatic, where you can see what I'm up to when I'm up to stuff. I do too many things for my own good, and that's it. And I'll see you all. What's the next one? When's the next one? The schedule's changing, and I don't know when the next one is. Saturday?
No, Saturday.
Saturday. All right. See you Saturday for Lee.
Keep an eye on the times because
Yep.
of
Oh yeah,
Time zone
times are weird.
changes
Time
and
zones
stuff.
are weird.
weird time zones.
All
at
right.
the
We'll
moment.
roll
Bye,
the dice
everyone.
and find out how long.
Exactly.